Good morning.
Hello.
It's Saturday, January 14th. I'm Rose.
And I'm Rhoda.
And this is the Something Good Morning Show.
Welcome.
Welcome. It is, as you can see, another sweaty Saturday.
Yes.
Well,
I don't know if
glistening.
you can see, but try to.
It's kind of
It's tradition
makeup.
now.
Yeah, it's
Sweaty
tradition,
Saturday.
so sorry. This is what you have to put up with. But we are excited to be here and to bring you a few things that we are loving and things that we think everybody should have as part of their lives. So, first off, with the fashion, what are you loving right now?
Well, lots of Valentine's things are coming out.
Mm-hmm.
So you know that we like Ivy Cloth. We talked about them before.
Yes.
And they came out with a whole Valentine's Day collection, which I know it's kind of like, what, you're only going to wear that one day, but they are so cute. So I saw a sweatshirt. I did not purchase, but it says, "Coffee is my Valentine." And I could really get behind that. I mean, that is like really spot on.
A definite add to cart.
A single sister here, so coffee, you know, is kind of like my go-to person.
Yeah.
And so, yeah. You'll have
They
to check
just
it out.
have-
They just have like such cute things.
Yeah, they're
But
always
it's hard.
dropping some
It's hard
cute
to
collections.
like justify it when it is only one day.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I could really wear that any other time. But you kind of had a solution for that. Like, you
Yeah.
want to get something new, you could trade something in.
Yeah, I think, using Poshmark, I've used Poshmark, or I think there's another one that somebody told me about called Thread Up, and they like just mail you a bag, you put in the stuff you don't like, gently used, and send it back, and they give you some sort of credit, or I think they just outright pay you.
Some money in the
I
bank.
haven't obviously used it yet. But yeah, Poshmark definitely works well. I mean, Poshmark now even has like stories and live shows, and I mean, they're just really going for it. So, and there's also like Lululemon, if you have something where it's gently used, not super like I wore this every day last year for my workouts, but something that's been gently used, you can turn it in and
Yeah,
also
I've
get
seen
credit.
that.
And then also Madewell, if you're wanting the latest pair of wide leg jeans or something, you can turn in your
Flare.
skinnies. Yeah.
I don't want to
to
turn
get
in my
$20
skinny
off, but so
Yeah,
I know.
kind of
We're
just
holding on to those.
some fun things if you make a little money back, but you can buy something new as well.
Yeah, just less guilt really is
Yeah,
what it's
yeah.
about. Making room in the closet for an
The
elevated
new
look.
things,
Yeah. And so when it comes to food, we just don't want to overwhelm you all the time with all these food finds, and here you're probably trying to eat good, although we do bring you good things, mostly paleo.
Yes.
But something that you have been loving.
Yeah, I've really been loving my matcha lately this January. And so I will have matcha from this company, Peak Tea. This is not the matcha, but this is the brand. And so they test for heavy metals and like everything. So you're getting a good, clean matcha green tea powder. It is from Japan, but they test, like triple test it and verify that it doesn't have anything bad in it, no pesticides or anything. So you'd have to watch out for that when you're buying the matcha. But I do that with some either steamed hemp milk or a little bit of nut pods, and I also put some hot water in there, and then
Do you
whisk
stir
it all
Whisk it?
together, or I blend it or shake it in a mason jar.
Mm-hmm.
And that is like a specific matcha whisker.
A whisker.
You don't have to have that contraption. I personally don't. And then sometimes I'll add some stevia or some vanilla stevia.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just so good. Yeah, I've really enjoyed it lately. And the green tea benefits. It still has a little caffeine, which is great. But it's I think a little bit easier on the adrenals, and has a lot of.
It's kind of like a slow drip. I was on the matcha bandwagon for a while, and then
You hopped off.
I just slowly have hopped off. I need to get back
Back
on.
to the coffee.
So, coffee is just so easy sometimes.
Yeah, coffee
But
is life.
Coffee is life. Coffee is
Breath.
Valentine. Yeah. But matcha it's like a ritual. It's like this experience. And so definitely I love that. And sometimes that's just what coffee is about too. It's not even like the hit to the adrenals. It's just the experience of like, this is what I do in the morning. So sometimes it's just about recreating that and not about the specific drink.
I like having, especially in the Pacific Northwest, I like having something warm in the morning. So if I'm not having coffee, I like to have matcha.
Something warm is something good in the morning.
Yes.
And for fitness, anything we're loving for fitness, something we're really trying to do is get 10,000 steps in. And
it's hard this time of year.
It's so
challenge. Hard. I mean, kudos to people walking in the rain, because I'm definitely a fair weather walker. But we have seen people get those treadmills like that go under your desk. So like you're walking as you're like typing on your keyboard. I'm not sure how that would work, but yeah, you might have to get like that intense about it to get those 10,000 steps in. Because even on a regular day when I have a standing desk, I still am not getting them. And yeah, it's tough, but get out there. It's walking is so great.
Walk
you probably
around your house, walk up and down your stairs.
Yes, you just like have to make it happen. But the whole like hot girl walk things is such a thing right now. Like getting out there, you got your fanny pack on, your headphones, and getting your walk on. Well, yeah, if I was in California, that'd be easy.
I totally would.
But here in the Great Northwest, it's a little bit more challenging. So, but no excuses, right?
Yeah. And so one of the things just with no excuses is like having your clothes laid out the night before, having your, clothes in a gym bag, however it is. I remember somebody saying, I just sleep,
sleep in their workout clothes, just roll out of bed and go.
Like whatever it
takes.
Because sometimes, just in the morning you're like, I don't want to put any extra effort. So just removing those roadblocks.
Or giving a accountability partner, someone to work out with. That's super helpful. Like we're working out together, meeting in the mornings. It's like that person is getting up, so you have to as well. So
yeah, you have to show up.
Definitely good to get a buddy involved.
Yes. And
what's next up?
Well, I think we're talking about January and habits and goals, and we've talked about word of the year, all those things. And I think sometimes we can think about all of our circumstances. We want all of our circumstances to change, but the key ingredient, the key component to everything is, ourselves. And once we change, ourselves internally, you have to be the change, as cliche as that sounds. But once you change internally and just find, different habits and ways to change how you respond to life or to situations, you begin to change, and then your perspective changes and just your world changes. And so a lot of times that's what it starts. I can't help but think of like Mel Robbins, and she talks about the 5-second rule. And sometimes you just have to give yourself, okay, maybe all of a sudden you get mad or something irritates you. Give yourself, like 5 seconds, just like
5, 4, 3, 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I think she uses it in a way of like taking action, but sometimes you just have to step back, bite your tongue, or figure out like I'm gonna go for a walk, or just do something where you're not internalizing it and responding in a negative way. So, and examining, why am I feeling this way, or why am I responding this way? And so change starts from within. And so, and that starts from what you're putting in, the thoughts and all the things we could get into.
Yes.
But be the change. Yes.
It's not easy, but it's worth it.
It is.
You
Nothing
really
changes until we change.
Yes, you really got to think about what you're thinking about, which is tough,
but not fun.
That's really like where it happens. Like,
yes.
Wait, stop. What am I thinking about? Why am I thinking like that? So it takes some practice for sure, but worth it.
Yes.
Hashtag worth it.
Because everywhere you go, there you will be. So, on that, some fun finds.
Yes. What do we have this week?
Okay. Well, just considering how we will be in Texas for next weekend. So, travel food, travel snacks, that sort of thing. Anyways, I came across these at Fred Meyer, and it's Be Fine Foods. And it's really good ingredients. Green Saba bananas, cashews, pecans, coconut oil, olive oil, sea salt, I mean, there's some coconut sugar, garlic powder, onion powder, turmeric, and paprika. So anyways, it's a pretty good, yeah, I had never seen them before either, a pretty good find for a snack. And they had something similar at Trader Joe's, but last time I was there, I did not see them. So I don't know.
kind of come and go there sometimes.
I thought it was going to be a staple, but apparently not.
Yeah. Some other travel snacks we like too are like the chomp sticks.
Yes.
Like a good grass-fed meat stick is good to take on the go. Obviously, just grab a piece of fruit to take with you. There's
Whole Foods are always welcome.
Yes, yes. Bring your own food. As shocking as that might sound, pack your own lunch for the plane. And then we also like these clearly filtered water bottles that our sister Go Gone Green introduced us to. They have a filter inside. You can put a filter in it that comes with it, but you don't have to have it if you already have filtered water at home. But when you're traveling, you can attach the filter to the straw, and then wherever you go, it'll filter your water. So if you know, there's like those fountains at the airport to filter your water, which it should be fine. I just get weirded out about it.
Yeah.
But I'm like, well, if I have my filter in there, I feel a little bit better. Like it's filtering out any like chlorine or city water residue, whatever. So it's just a good one to have for traveling as well. So it's clearly filtered. Check them out.
Yeah. So that's where we're going to leave you with today. That should be enough to tie you over to next weekend. We don't want to be like a fire hose every week. So, but we are going to be live in Texas. I don't think we will be bringing our cowboy boots or cowboy hats.
Not this
so
time.
It's not, a yeehaw sort of session, but
No
it'll be
rodeos
fun.
involved.
Yeah, it'll be fun just because the weather will probably be nice. Most likely there will be sun and blue skies. And so in January, bring it on.
Yes. Well, thanks so much for joining us, guys. And of course, we'll be back next week. All right, toodaloo.